Hi, I'm Alessandra, and this is Out of Frame, the show where I give you the close-up on your favorite media professionals. And live from New York, it's Saturday night!
It's Out of Frame! With Alessandra. And Buck. And here's your host, Alessandra.
This episode, we're doing a character sketch of the great Lorne Michaels. Get it? Character sketch?
I think they got it.
No, wait. Give it a second. It's a slow burner.
Looks like somebody's not ready for prime time.
Lorne Michaels was born in Toronto on November 17th, 1944. He was interested in the entertainment industry from an early age and began to seriously pursue his love of television after graduating from the University of Toronto in 1966. Later on, he was eventually inducted into the Order of Canada. Lorne worked as a comedy writer in Toronto and Los Angeles before creating his own show, The Hart and Lorne Terrific Hour, with fellow funny person Hart Pomerantz. Lorne's prolific sketch career caught the attention of NBC in 1974. At the time, the network's late-night weekend programming consisted mostly of Tonight Show reruns and specials, and then-host Johnny Carson was desperate for a break from the vigorous 6-night-a-week show schedule. Network execs began working with Michaels to develop a replacement show, a high-concept, live-to-air sketch variety show charged with satire and surrealism. On October 11, 1975, NBC's Saturday Night premiered, featuring the not ready for primetime players. Almost 40 years later, NBC's Saturday Night Live is the most Emmy-nominated late-night show in television history, with over 130 nominations and 36 wins. Lorne has been the executive producer of SNL since 1974, with the exception of that one 5-year break that SNL fans don't really like to talk about. He left the show in 1980 to explore other opportunities and then was replaced with Gene Doumanian. After some not-so-great reviews, Doumanian was replaced too by network VP Dick Ebersol, who ran the show until Lorne agreed to return in 1985. He's remained with SNL ever since. Outside of SNL, Michaels' production company Broadway Video has produced dozens of TV shows, including 30 Rock, Portlandia, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, and The Kids in the Hall. Not to mention movies like Wayne's World, Hot Rod, Tommy Boy, Mean Girls, and every SNL spin-off movie ever. Lorne Michaels has been a massive influence in modern comedy. Since 1975, he has handpicked some of the funniest people on the planet and given them a voice on his show. Lorne Michaels is the man that brought us Gilda Radner, John Belushi, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Dana Carvey, Adam Sandler, Jimmy Fallon, Kristen Wiig, Will Ferrell, Molly Shannon, Bill Hader, Maya Rudolph, and the comedy queen to rule them all, Tina Fey. Michaels' formula for SNL is iconic, blending a balanced cast equally abundant in uber-nerdy jokesmiths and visceral physical weirdos. Every season, each cast member brings something unique to the show, creating a truly eclectic sketch experience with something for everyone. The show has become an institution, a comedy mecca for aspiring, funny people all over the world. SNL's trademark political and social satire and the show's unique emphasis on impressions are all personal touches brought in by Michaels. Lorne wanted SNL to both emulate and satirize what the typical American saw on TV, and his mission lives on in the show's genre parodies, fake commercials, and hilarious made-up game shows. SNL's dedication to booking new musical talent launched acts like Nirvana, Here We Are Now, Entertainers, Kanye West, No, don't kill me, make me stronger, and the Lumineers into superstardom. Hey, ho, hey, I'm on SNL, ho, Lorne regularly cameos on SNL, usually playing a quiet, observant, and authoritarian character. When Tom Green hosted the show in 2000, a sketch called Lorne and Tom in a Tub aired, featuring, well, Lorne Michaels and Tom Green in a bathtub together. Tom played with rubber duckies while Lorne sipped on a juice box and maintained a perfect straight face. Unfortunately, only one part of this 3-part runner sketch actually made it to air, but the other 2 segments have since aired in reruns. Besides being named one of the most influential people in the world by Time magazine, Lorne Michaels himself has become something of a comedy god. His quiet confidence seems to encourage impressions, and most former cast members will do their best Lorne when the occasion calls for it. Mark McKinney of The Kids in the Hall has admitted that his Don Roeder character is based on Lorne, and Tina Fey says that 30 Rock's Jack Donaghy is also inspired by her former boss. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Imitation is the sincerest form of...
Don't.
Sorry.
And that's a wrap. Congratulations to everyone who got last episode's trivia question right. Ready for a new one? Here it goes. What's the one weird thing Lorne Michaels always keeps in his office? Leave your best guess in the comments and you could get a sweet shout out in the next episode. Learn more about your favorite media makers every week. Subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.